And then this is, I think, where I left off. I already talked about all of these, except I had left this top one blank because I hadn't done it yet when I posted my last video, so that's what I ended up putting there. And this is a bit of a trick. It makes it look like it's got one 4x6 and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 3x4s and then 2 4x6s, and I don't think that this kind of configuration exists. And so what I did was I took a piece of overhead transparency and cut it to 4x6, and then I attached 2 3x4 journaling cards to it so that they won't flop around inside of the pocket. The overhead transparency just kind of keeps them lined up and so that they fit perfectly in the pocket and don't move around. And so that's what I came up with for the layouts about the trampolines. About the trampoline. This one is about Sophie bouncing and then pajama jump. And I just put a, this is a piece of these are all scraps. This is scrap paper from, I think We Are Memory Keepers. Nicole from Scrapology sent me this and a bunch of other papers. I'm going to be saying that a lot because I keep using her papers. So thanks, Nicole. Thanks again. Pajama Jump, these are Jenny Bolin stickers, and these are Kaiser Craft stickers. This is Amy Tam paper cut with my Stampin' Up! Scallop punch, and then this is just a strip of craft paper, and these are Sassafras stickers. So now here we go, up to date. This is actually April 30th to May 6th, so this is week 1 of May, and I really love how this spread looks. I think it looks totally cool. It looks like the kind of Project Life layout that I would love that someone else would do. So it's always kind of funny when you look at your work and you say, who did that? That actually looks good. Anyways, so not that I dislike my own work, but it's just, you know, it's always kind of neat when you do something a little different for yourself. So this is what the back of that one looks like. That's a fake double 2x3. Not 2x3, a fake double 3x4. And so I did the title on this one, and I just used some October Afternoon, what are those called? Mini Market stickers, letter stickers. And then I had this punch. I have this giant heart-shaped punch by EK Success, and I punched a whole bunch of them for a project I was working on last year, and have them all left over, and so this was just hanging around. And so was this. This was actually from the same project, and it's just a layered butterfly. I don't know if you can tell, there's a couple of layers there, craft and then book paper. So that's what my title looks like, April 30th to May 6th. And this is the next kind of cell, I guess. And it says, I can't believe it's time for grade primary registration. We're all so excited. This is a piece of sassafras paper in the background. I think it's Indie Girl, and this is a paper clip from my stationery store. These are Prima letters that I got in my Studio Calico kit from April. And then this is a free tag that I got with my Avalicious order. So that's what I used for that. And then for this one was pretty easy. This was just a, we had a cleanup and we were, sorry, I'm not explaining this very well. We had a neighborhood cleanup the week before, and that's what this journaling here is about. And the next week, as a thank you, one of the local businesses had, it's like a indoor playground place and / coffee shop, and so there was a little celebration pizza party for everybody who helped out got a ticket to go to this, and so I put another one of those homemade tickets there, and I used some washi tape just to hold it down and added just these 2 things for just a little bit of interest. This is one of those fashionable hearts embosslets, so it's embossed and die cut and it's by Stampin' Up! And Sizzix, and then this is a Martha Stewart butterfly punch. So that's what that is, and that was took 2 minutes to do. So there's a lot of those kinds of things in the next 2 weeks because I didn't have a ton of time to do Project Life this week because I was super busy. So here's the middle strip. It says all in a week. I've been wanting to do one of these for a while. This journaling card comes, it's kind of blank. I don't know if you can see it. And then it has the days of the week down here. And I've been wanting to journal in the same colors as the days of the week writing for a long time. And so there I just talked a little bit, like gave a tiny little summary of my day for in hand. The last one is super tiny. So it just tells all the things we did each day. And then it just says all in a week. And I used my Sassafras letter stickers for that. And then there's 2 embossed vellum fashionable hearts embossed cutouts right there. And then this is something I saw on Facebook and thought it was kind of cute. It says, these are your kids on books. And I like kind of the icons, of course, are really popular in scrapbooking right now. So I thought it was kind of cool. That's really cute. So I just saw that on Facebook and printed it up on my Picture-Mate printer. And this is another Vinylmation. You guys are going to think I'm crazy about Vinylmation. I keep getting them in the mail just because we had a bunch of Disney points to use and they keep coming one at a time instead of, you can't order them all at once. So that was another Pigs in Space one that I got, and I just did some journaling right there. And then this says to test or not to test, and it's basically some journaling about just a work situation and kind of I'm lucky in that I get to define my role at work, and so I've decided to omit to just not do part of my work anymore. Must be nice to be able to do that, eh? But yeah, so I thought, if I get a chance to define what I do every day, why would I choose to do something that I don't like all that much? So although there are parts of testing that I enjoy doing, I'm happy to be able to just kind of not do that anymore. So these are, what are these? Cosmo Cricut letters, tiny type letters. And then I just used 3 different markers here for the title. I used some black outlining, and then I used a wide orange marker, and then a narrow or a fine tipped orange marker. So that's that. And then here's the bottom. And again, I said this was a bit of a lazy week for Project Life for me. And this is a good example because there are 2 things that are just kind of like printed up from Facebook. This is, it kind of cut off here, but it says, I dream of a better world where chickens can cross the road without having their motives questioned. And I saw that on our local farmers market website and on their Facebook page. And I just thought that was hilarious. So I printed it up, although I must have done something wrong when I printed it. Then this is my Scrappy giveaway winner, and so I just kind of documented that with some, I don't know who makes this paper, but I have some left over. It was in a Scarlet Lime kit. And then this is Amy Tan paper, and these are those embossed fashionable hearts made out of vellum, which I just cut a whole bunch of these at once. That's why they keep showing up on my Project Life, because they were in my scraps. And then that's the actual piece of paper that I drew, and then this is from this is the backing that the Avalicious tags come on. Just used it for a bit of a layer there. So that's that, and oh, hang on a second, where does this come from? Where was this? It was glossy accented onto the back of something that now I forget. It was a black button on something. I think it might have been on this. Yeah, I think it was right there. So obviously glossy accents are not a good way to hold buttons onto the outside of your Project Life. It would be a great way to hold buttons onto the inside, but I find that when I put something like a button inside of the pocket gets really worn around the edges of where that button is, and I'm worried that I'm going to ruin some page protectors that way. And they're not exactly cheap, so I don't really want to ruin them. So here is page 2 of this week. So I like this. This is almost all National Scrapbooking Day dominated cells here. I'm calling them cells, just like each one of the units. And so this says 8 challenges. So I participated, as you guys probably know from my video, I participated in Scrapbook.com's National Scrapbooking Day challenges, and I also did a couple of the 2Ps ones. But this is just talking about the National Scrapbooking Day. So it says 8 challenges, 6 layouts, 1 prize. So it kind of goes like that. And then National Scrapbooking Day, May 5th. And I just put what NSD stands for because not everybody who reads my Project Life is a scrapbooker. And then this May tag is from Sassafras, those little cards that you get. I think they're called Paper Whimsies. And I just used the same Sassafras letters all throughout here, and I outlined them all just so that they all had impact, even the ones that were on. Sorry guys, I'm moving too much, I know. so that they all had impact. And then I had 2 Instax pictures that were left over from the photos that I took for National Scrapbooking Day. You had to take pictures of your home, and these ones were too. Look at Maya. I covered the cookies. You can't eat anymore, you silly cat. You're gonna get sick. Anyways, so these were left over. They were a bit too washed out, so I had to change my camera settings for the photos that I actually scrapped. And so I just stuck these in here, and because they're a little bit bigger than they should be, I just stuck them to the outside of the page protector. And then I used the fact that the back of this has Instax paper on it as a bit of a design element for the next side. So that's what I did with that, and I just did a bit of stamping. These are pink paisley stars. I forget what set they're from, but they're pink paisley. And then one of my roller date stamps. That's the Smash one. So, sorry guys, I'm all over the place here. So this one is just a photo of that color challenge. This is actually the 2Ps color challenge, and just the sassafras letters that say 8 challenges. And then this one is just a photo of all my layouts at the end of the day, and it says 6 layouts. And then, yeah, because that includes the 2 I did for 2Ps. And then this is something I got from I bought a pair of insole supports, and the packaging, this is just part of the packaging, and I thought it looked cool, so I put it there and put some washi tape and used the Amy Tangerine chevron paper behind it. So I just thought that was cool. It doesn't really have any meaning, it's just cool. There are those 2 Instax photos I already told you about. There's that I already told you about, using the sassafras letters and the paper whimsies. And then this is a print up from my computer, just the page on the forum that said announced the winners, and I was one of the winners. I'm right there. So sorry, my nails are a little distracting. So there's that, and I put a Martha Stewart label and one of those beautiful wings embossed butterflies. That's a Sizzix die from Stampin' Up! That I have. And then while I was scrapbooking, my family was across the street, and they were doing a play date / barbecue across the street. And so this is my younger daughter all dressed up in their dress-up clothes that they have over there. And then this is an Amy Griffith journaling sticker. It's kind of like a Post-it note. And so this just says, while I scrapped all day, the fam hung out across the street at Ryan and Jillian's. And I thought that was really cute in the blue. It kind of matches that blue. And then the next day we went to Unicorn Theater and saw Star Mites. And so this is just some journaling about that. And I ran out of room, so I just journaled onto that. And this actually pulls out. I'm not going to pull it. Well, I just did. So that you can actually read the program and see the children who, it's like a children's theater. And so I thought that might be nice, because we're thinking that my daughter might join Unicorn Theater, so someday it might be neat to look back at. This was one of the first. This is actually the 3rd play she's been to at that place, but this is the first one that I've ever been to at that place. So there's that spread, if you guys want to kind of have a look at the overall. And now here is this past week. So it's now Monday, and this is typically how I spend Monday, is just kind of catching up on last week and prepping for this week. Because I've had a couple questions on how I can do Project Life and also do so many layouts. And well, first of all, I squeeze 30 hours of work into 3 days. So I have 4 days off a week. So I have my weekend plus 2 other days. So that helps. And then I kind of just do this gradually as I go. And then most of the Project Life ends up being I started on Thursday, and then I do most of it on Sunday after the kids are in bed, and then on Monday morning I just finish like the final touches on anything, and also prep for the next week, as I just said. So this is this past week's Project Life, and of course it includes Mother's Day, so I have an insert here, but this is what it looks like flipped the 2 different ways. I like this week too. There was lots of fun stuff in this week. So I'm just going to leave that there for now. So I will show you each cell separately. So this is my title, and it's just a piece of this is actually one of the Cobalt collection titles. And so I just stamped the dates on it and had this heart, which is one of those many hearts I had for another project. And then my theme for this week, I decided to go with a bit of a color scheme or whatever, is using the Ad-Lib, leftovers from the Ad-Lib collection from Bo Bunny. And they, of course, have a lot of documentation phrases and that sort of thing. And so it's perfect for Project Life. And I really liked the bright colors. And so I just decided to use all of the scrap paper and embellishments that I used were from that collection because it's been hanging around a lot, so I want to use it up. So that's what these stickers are from. So this is just 3 different stickers from that collection, and then one of those twinkle goosebump thingies. Oh, and there's another sticker from the same collection. So it says, be silly, and then some little patterns, and then this is the life. And then this is just a picture of my Studio Calico goodies that arrived last week, and it says Studio Calico goodies. I'm probably going to stop taking pictures of Studio Calico stuff soon because it's getting kind of old, I know, but I'm still excited when the kit comes. So yeah. So then there's, it's hard to show the ones that are related to each other. So this is one of the cards from the Cobalt collection. It says today's snapshot. And then I just took these stickers. These are from the Ad-Lib collection and put them down the side here. And it says who, and then for a change, it wasn't me, it was Olivia and Sophie. What, online shopping for clothes, tops, shorts, skirts, and dresses. And then when, our order placed on the weekend arrived this week. And then there's an arrow going down. And then there's a picture of, and it's kind of antiqued, it has a bit of an effect on it, picture of the 2 boxes. I placed the 2 orders separately because you only had to place $20 to get free shipping, and I was ordering $50 worth of clothes for each girl just because they all kind of outgrew all of their spring clothes over the course of the winter, which most kids do. But suddenly it's warm and they don't have any shorts and stuff, so I just placed a quick order. I detest, well, sometimes I love going shopping with the girls for clothes, but lately it's been a bit of a hassle because they never like anything that's appropriate, and it's just really hard to find agreement. And so I just brought up the Old Navy website and I showed them all the shirts and I said pick 2 shirts, and they each picked 2 shirts, and then I showed them all the shorts and I said pick 2 shorts, and then I said pick a dress, and then that was it. And so so anyways, it was super easy. We did our shopping in like probably 15 minutes and it shipped for free, and I can return it to the store if it doesn't fit. So it's perfect. Anyways, I used these are letters from the Ad-Lib sticker sheet, Happy Mail, and I just outlined them in black. And then this is from the Ad-Lib collection as well, this paper right here, and then this is one of the stickers from the sticker sheet, and I just ran my marker around it, my broad-tipped marker. And as I mentioned, the Fujifilm, the back side of the Instax is part of the design of this one. So this was a journaling card that I got, I think in a Scarlet Lime kit or somewhere. It came all by itself with something anyways. And so it just says, Monday night Sparks had a special Mother's Day meeting, so I got to join Livy tonight. We did yoga together, then a craft, then had snacks. It was so much fun to be an honorary Spark for the night. And I just used a green marker for that. And then this is another one of those half and half picture journaling strips. So this is a 2x3 picture that I printed up and put it on half of the journaling card. And then I just ran a piece of Amy Tan washi tape from here to here, and then the striped one from here to there, just for something a little bit different because I'm getting tired of the strip across look. It says, I finally completed the She Art Girl I was making for Mom's birthday. Glad I started it so far ahead of time to allow for artistic block. Because I did have an artistic block with that one and I didn't know how to finish it off. So I finished it that day and delivered it on Thursday. So, and then there's just a close-up of it. It says finally finished on washi tape there. Whoops. And so then this is a really cute craft that my daughter gave me for Mother's Day. It's a koala, and there's actually a pipe cleaner inside of his arms. And so when she gave him to me, he was hugging, like his arms were kind of like going like that. So he was really cute, and I think he looks adorable. I think it's hilarious that she can make crafts that actually you can recognize now. As opposed to saying, oh, that's lovely. What is it? And so I'm just using washi tape to label things on this week. It's just kind of my thing, I guess. And then Mother's Day book from Livy. And this is really cute. I won't pull it out, but it's really, 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 actually I'm going to pull it out because it's too cute to not. So it says just me and my mom, the story. And it's kind of, look at us kissing. Our lips are huge. And then this is a picture of me picking her up at the bus stop. And look, it's like, we were talking about cubism, cubist art, and there's a TV show that says cubist art shows it from the front, side, back, and front all at the same time. And so this is a cubist bus because you can see it from the front, but then you can also see both of the wheels as if you can see it from the side. So this is her cubist bus, and look, she even drew her bus driver, and she's saying goodbye, and there's like the stop sign for the, look at the detail. And there we are hugging and kissing, and then there we are holding hands. So this is all about me and her for Mother's Day, and I'm just using this Amy Tan paper clip to hold that closed so you can get into it and have a look, because the koala bear has stuff on the back too. Okay, so now this page is has a couple of fun things in it, so I'll just kind of walk you through it. So this is just a picture of my daughter and the book she's reading right now, which is an American Girls book called A Smart Girl's Guide to Liking Herself Even on the Bad Days. And this is a very, very good book, guys. So if you have a daughter, a pre-adolescent daughter, my daughter is 7 and she's a little bit young for, well, no, she's not too young for this one. This one is pretty good for her, but some of the other American Girl publications are a little bit too old for her, but just a tiny bit. So if you've got a kid who's 8 to 12, definitely great books. And this one is great for, 6 or 7 too. This is an example of a layout that is just kind of, I should have stopped when I did this title using the ad-lib lettering, and then these are Cosmo Cricut tiny type letters. And I really liked it as it was, but I had these stamps from the Studio Calico kit that I was dying to use, and the kids are on their bikes. They're just going, this is one of the streets kind of close to where we live, and Sophie is going off with one of our friends to a play date at their house, so they're kind of going down the street, and the kids are riding their bikes. And so I really wanted to use these stamps, but then I didn't like it once I did it. But it's cute. I mean, Jen isn't on her bike, but it's kind of like a grown-up and 2 kids. It signifies who was there more than the bikes. And then I just put some washi tape to make up for the fact that I didn't like it. Add washi to anything you like and you'll like it more. So yeah, this thing here is the present that my younger daughter gave me. This is what they made in preschool. It's a book of kisses, and she must have painted her lips because each page has a little kiss from Sophie. Isn't that cute? You can see the texture of her lips and everything. It's adorable. And how convenient of them. It's very thoughtful of them to make these books exactly the right size to fit into a project life. Look at that. You can't get a better fit. And so I just put another piece of washi tape saying Mother's Day gift from Sophie. And then we had a huge windstorm and our trampoline went flying. And so I printed up these 2 photos onto one piece of paper and just kind of cut around them so that it fit in a 3x4. And I ran a piece of washi, although it's crooked. I've tried to pretend that I did it on purpose, but I really didn't. But anyways, so there's the trampoline and Scott's trying to get it out of the trees, and then there it is. It's broken, guys, so we don't get to use it. The parts are ordered, but it will take 3 to 4 weeks at least to get the parts because they're back ordered. So that's kind of unfortunate. And then the next day, my kids decided that they were going to use the trampoline as a little fort for their dolls, and they brought out all of their dolls and their strollers and diaper bags full of baby supplies and stuff like that. And they played under here all day long. It was awesome. I had to call them in for lunch and force them to eat lunch, and then they immediately went right back out and played more. Like, it was awesome. I wish they'd play like that more. I would get so much more done around the house. So then I did this little cell here that says, if life gives you broken trampolines, then make a doll fort underneath. It's kind of like a take on if life gives you lemons, make lemonade. And I had a lot of fun using all these different letter stickers. So the blue ones here and here are from the Ad Lib collection, the letter stickers. And then these are from Glitz Designs. And I thought that was a good font to use for broken because it looks kind of bad or mean, or I don't know. And then these are more of the tiny type letters from Cosmo Cricut. And then these are arrows from the Cobalt collection. And I used a blue gel pen for the rest of it. So yeah, I like how it points to the one beside it and underneath of it. It kind of makes it feel kind of dynamic, and it shows that all this area goes together. So it's kind of like one area. Then this is just a filler piece, and it had a heart. This is just from the Cobalt collection. It had just a plain heart, but I covered it up with an Ad Lib sticker. And I outlined it and added one of those vellum fashionable hearts embossed pieces. And this is another sticker from the collection and more washi tape underneath. So anyways, here's my last thing that I did on this. And this is, I cut a piece of, what is this, 6x8 pattern paper from the Ad Lib collection, just that polka dotted. There's the back. Oh no, the back side has print on it too. And it says, and then I just took a piece of brown cardstock for a mat, and it just says, it's not all rainbows and butterflies, because what's inside of here is a lengthy amount of journaling about a problem we had this week. And so it's kind of personal, so I'm not going to show it, but it just kind of, this is a rainbow border from Sassafras, and then I used my Martha Stewart punch to punch out a whole bunch of pink butterflies, and then I used those little tiny Jenny Bolin stickers to spell out the word butterflies. And then I took advantage of the fact that I had all those Cosmo Cricut colored glitter stickers, and used a different set for each letter in the word rainbows. And then this is a thicker, I forget the set that it comes from. And then these are more of the Cosmo Cricut tiny type. So this is what it looks like, and I just have, you saw it just kind of slipped the back page in so that it hangs out, and then this is a Stampin' Up! Little clamp that it's discontinued now, but I had a package of them, so, and it matches the green quite nicely that's on the pattern paper. And so what I did was I printed out my journaling onto 4x6 index cards, and then of course it comes with a bit of a margin around it, so I just cut off the margins so that it would mat nicely. And then I just took my thick marker and outlined around it and on all the sides. And so when I put something in next week's page, it will cover up this, and so you'll have to pull it all the way out in order to read all of the journaling. But I actually don't really want anyone to read the journaling because it's just mine. So I think I'm going to put a little tag or something that says, private or something. I don't know what I'll do, but that's what I came up with for now. And I think it's kind of cool. It's a cool way to fit a whole bunch of stuff. It's 9-point font that I printed on. And I just printed it up on index cards in my laser printer. So let me see if I can get this back on. Maya, are you sucking up to me? I'm still mad at you for eating my cookies. And so this is what the following week is going to look like. And then I thought I'd just point out that what I've done to make Project Life easier for myself is I sat down one night and I made a bunch of title cards all at one time. So like this is what I've got for this week, May 14th to 20th. And then I might add more stuff, but at least the dates are there, because that seemed to be one of the barriers for me for doing Project Life, was that I'd come down and I'd be like, oh, what week is which, and when does it start and end, and what day did I do that on? And it's just kind of this way, everything is all kind of already done. And really, I don't like this is the cell that I like the least on Project Life. It's kind of like this non-cell of, and so for this one, I don't even really like this one, but it's what I came up with. positive attitude, and I did just like a lot of messy stamping on it and stuff, and it was so messy that I had to handwrite the dates so that you could see what the dates were. And then here's my next one. So I pre-did all the way up to June, so this May 28th to June 3rd. And then the other thing I've been doing is, like, I know I want to include, this is an old photo of the girls, and I just want to put it in the same week in this year so I can do like flashback 6 years or whatever, however many it was. And so I just have the idea there. And then also I knew I wanted to use this card in June and I didn't want to forget about it, so I put it there. So thanks for watching, guys. I have some organizing to do now to get ready for this coming week. Look at Maya. Look, you guys. This is what Maya does when I'm doing Project Life. She loves the edges. Isn't she cute? Anyways, guys, sorry this video came out so long, but thanks for watching, and leave me a comment. Bye-bye.